Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Sanctum League 3.20. In this episode, I'm going to be doing another build diary, sorry. So we upgraded to have the Animate Guardian in the build. We also upgraded the wand with aggressive. I want to go over the craft for that, and I want to go over the gear for my Animate Guardian, so stay tuned. And then I'm going to go through the other upgrades we made, because there's a few other things like cluster jewels, etc. I want to go through all of this. So, fracturing orbs are this new currency added to harbingers. Removed from harvest, no more fractures in harvest, and then you can get like fractured shards, and you get 20, and it turns into a fractured orb, and then you have fracture 104. This is how you get fracture now. So the price for these at time was like on average like 2.7 divines before. 2.8. Okay, ready? So, easy fracturing orb. Damn it. And I missed the minion attack speed. Oh my. This is brutal, dude. That's my... Oh my god, I failed 3 now. I thought, maybe I'll get... Minions are aggressive on a convoking wand is from, Delve. And so I'll show you that in a second. So Delve. Nico, and it would be depth 50 plus, and you find these minion nodes, and you want it though between monster level 76 and 82 because of the item level of the wand. You don't want 83 plus because it actually adds mods and makes it harder to craft by like 10 times. So it makes it way easier to craft when it's 76 to 82. So yeah, this would be a bad one if I hit it technically. And then we fracture the 76 to 82. So you would farm at a shallower depth like 130, for example, where you can actually find the cities and find like the blue city and all, and you can get the jewels. So yeah, I was farming at 136, 135. Yes, it moved it too. Easy game. Does it need quality to use it? I don't think so. Just has to be rare. Boom. 30 quality first try. Ravage Blight is worth it. It's probably the best time to do it because it has high item level items and people need it. So like shit that will be worthless later is actually worth something right now, and you can like get so much extra value out of the Ravage Blight on top of the normal expectation. That'd be hilarious, +1 gilded. Okay, so then we have this. Prime Chaotic Resonator, I'll put 2 out. It's Shuddering, Jagged, Corroded, Metallic. What eye level? 81. I needed it to be 76 to 82. Alright, here we go. +2. Second try. My 3-socket resonator option as well that I like to do is 3-socket, Shuddering, Metallic, Corroded. This is 1 in 18 for 66% chance, and the other one's 1 in 12 for a 60% chance, or something like that. So this is more, but then it's not 4 sockets, and it doesn't take the extra jagged. But yeah, I started doing this one. Enjoy. First try. +1. +2 with the minion attack speed, 17 with the minion damage, with the minion crit multi. What the fuck? Oh my god, I won. What the fuck? Oh my god. That's a wand, bro. That is a wand, man. 9. What could possibly go wrong? Come on, man. Nah, we're just gonna get it. Yeah! 32! With AoE, let's go! My god! How does he do? Yeah. Regen, evasion rating, open suffixes. So I could block and then slam it. The div chest. Boom. Yes! This is an AG, man. This is a fucking AG. Let's go. Now this is just an example of the helmet of what I did, but I literally bought this off trade. If you were trying to craft this yourself, you would get an Elder helmet item level 85, and then you would craft this with like a physical craft on Harvest or using jagged fossils, probably the Harvest. And then in this case, I was looking for double res suffixes. So then I could craft the prefix of the +1 socketed AoE gems, which gives 10 AoE for my AG, which is really nice. And then this is a pretty cool helmet because the amount of res. But yeah, I didn't pay 1.4 divs, and there's none available now. RIP. But yeah, that's what I did. You don't need exactly these. You could swap them with Harvest. There's a bunch of options. I used a Relentless Fury Axe instead of a Kingmaker for now because Culling Strike, Onslaught when you cull, and Avoid Chill when you're Onslaught. Pretty good. At the time of making it, this is different now, but at the time of making it, there was only 3 Enfeeble gloves showing, by the way, so this is the glove, Gravebind, and you don't have to get a curse, but I was like, well, if it's gonna be, like, affordable, so the price of a Gravebind, I believe, was 25C per, and so the entire thing being 80 for the corruption already, and I could do 1 and 3. So what I did is I put 3 corruptions in feeble, vulnerability, temp chains, and I pick 1, and it shows 2 results in feeble, vuln, and that's it. And then the vuln is 20 divs, apparently. In feeble, though, was really cheap. I got it for even cheaper, I think, and yeah, we used that for the Animate Guardian. So then it's also really cool for the boot. You could do Chaos Res, Move Speed, one of the reses, because that's what I had, and look how many results there are, and then you would just need it not to be corrupted, and then in this case I had an open suffix, and I also had an armor base, which had 400 armor, it had increased armor, which is kind of cool, and when I did the Eldritch currency, so that's one part I didn't show in this, I'm not going to show, because whatever, it's not that important, but I rolled Grand Eldritch Icors and Grand Eldritch Embers on that boot and got Brittle and Fizz as extra chaos. It's in the thing, like you can see it on the stats at the end of the boot, but I'm not going to show rolling the Eldritch currency, but that was really cool. Brittle is 2% base crit, and then we have the extra 5% of Fizz as extra chaos, and the claw I made for him was I'll show you. So you can look for chance to intimidate enemies for 4 seconds on hit, and I put it for 15%. The reason is, you could do 12 and divine it yourself, but divines are so expensive, so instead of 1C, you could just have a similar price, and then you have, okay, so then I also wanted to show, because he's an Animate Guardian, you could do one-handed weapon, but technically it's going to include 1, so you do one-handed melee weapon, and then you can search, and there's only 18, and obviously this is going to be ruined after my video, but it was available at the time, again, while I was doing this. Anyways, so chance to intimidate for free in the weapon, instead of Awaken Melee Fizz in the beginning, or having, like, the level 5 Awaken Melee Fizz, or even doing, Guardian, or having to do the Belt of the Deceiver. Okay, so this was really good, and then I also got, I was looking at the weapon range, so I went for a weapon range 11, and I was looking at the attack speed, and I went for 1.5 plus, you could get better, and then I also had an open mod, for I got poison on the claw ×2. There was chance to poison, and then there was I crafted chance to poison prefix or something, so I had like 45% chance to poison. And with the fizz as extra chaos on the boot, it's gonna be really cool with those explosions. So much poison, so much chaos damage. But that's how I would look for the weapon, and then you just craft on it. You could even use the modifiers cannot be changed, suffix, prefix, and then you would do a veiled chaos orb, but you don't need to go and spend all that. This is just for now instead of a Kingmaker. Oh, if you already have the Awakened Melee Fizz, you already have the Intimidate, you could technically also just run a shield with the extra reses and chaos res and whatever extra defenses to make him survive, suppression, etc. It's gonna be really good. So that's always an option too. Okay, let's put together my AG. So we have the helmet with the nearby enemies take 9% increased fizz, +1 AoE crafted with the 10 AoE, and then yep. Oh, we could get extra 14 AoE through the weapons through the harvest craft, right? I have to do that too. But yeah, I have Enfeeble, Chaos Res, Gravebind, and then Explode 32, Avoid Shock, Curse, AoE, Regen, Spell Suppression, Fizz as extra Chaos, Brittle, Lucky as fuck, Lightning Chaos, Cold Fire, Chaos, Reduce Shock, Chill, Move Speed. Everything seems good. And this for the Culling Strike, Onslaught. This for the Intimidate, Poison. Now for the rest of the changes in the build. So, first one, big for the Animate Guardian, because we want to make sure if you're going to put an Animate Guardian in your build that he survives. So, what are my priorities? Okay, so it was a large cluster jewel to get the 2 jewel sockets on the outside, so you can get the 2 medium clusters, so I can get 2 Dread Marches. 20 Chaos Res, 20 Fizz damage reduction, really good for the Animate Guardian survivability, and then I don't have the Chaos Res on the tree, so you might have noticed that I got a lot of Chaos Res on his gear, so he starts with 20, and then I gave him 20 with the Dread Marches, so he's at 40, and then his glove had like 28 or something, or 23, but we'll say 28, so 68. And res cap 75, so 7 more I could get him capped, but I wanted a little bit extra, protection from curses, etc., lowering the chaos res, penetrating, whatever. So then I got an extra like 30 on the boot, so I was good. Had an extra 22, 23 over cap, so that's what I did there for the chaos. For elemental, the ring was the 21, 15, so this is 36. He starts at 40. So that's 76, and then the 23 on the tree takes you to 99. So he's 16 over cap with just my gear, with just my ring in the tree. And then he has the 83 max Ellie res from this Minion Defense Mastery instead. So he's only over cap by 16. And then on the gear I got like 30, 40 plus of each elemental res, as you saw, more like 40, 45. And then that'll make him safe to almost double curses, which is really good, because 1 curse is minus like 30, 2 curses, 60, crazy. So we really defended him. And then bonuses, so that's that, and I have the renewal, tons of regen. So I'll go over the large cluster real quick. I explained why, but this is Feasting, Fiends, Renewal, and then the third notable can be Primordial Bond, Call to Slaughter, or Rotting Claws. Any of the 3, it doesn't matter, and it'll always be in this shape, so that you only spend 5 points for 2 jewel sockets, 2 notables, and this outside cluster. It's really sick. And then this one, I did Dread March Renewal. Yep. And 4 to 5 passives, and this is 8 passives. And then for the ring, I recommend leveling them in your offhand up to level 19, and then when they get to 20, skip the gem and put them in this ring, and then just level them up like this. Click the level up, and that automatically consumes them, and you don't have to level them one at a time in the ring. Okay, so then the second thing is I put Feeding Frenzy, Maim, Minion Life, and increased AoE. The main ones were Feeding Frenzy, Maim, Minion Life. The AoE is just nice. I could do enhance as well if I had the alt quality Animate Guardian for the increased AoE instead of minion move speed, but and I have a 21-0 Animate Guardian. He, with this setup, has 84k life, and like the extra, obviously, mitigation, so he's pretty tanky. And then I freed up a lot of gem slots, so I added fire to my Chaos Golem, Spectre, Stone Golem, and I have a blue gem open, and I also have added Chance to Flee to my Skellies instead of Culling Strike, and then this one was instead of Maim, and like I don't have Feeding Frenzy, because I have it on the AG now, which is so insane having so many gem slots freed up. It's amazing, really, really great. And then as long as I keep him alive, then we have no issues. Nice. And he's got explodes, and I just want to show him off now, so that's the last step. Oh, one more thing. We got the ring, which messed up my reses, and I didn't need the Intimidate from the Belt of the Deceiver anymore, because I had the Intimidate from the Animate Guardian's Claw. So then I went for this belt, which is Fire Res, Chaos Res, Life, Armor. I mostly just needed the Fire, the Chaos, and then this hybrid Suffix Craft of Cold Chaos to cap my reses, and then we're good again. And we actually finally have Chaos Res cap, which is really fun. 971 regen, 13k armor without flash. And I found out something. This was my final update before I show the build off now. So I actually, well, yeah, we have the wand. But we also have the wand. This is a double update. We had the wand already in the video, and then we also have the Animate Guardian. Okay, so the other thing I figured out is these jewels have avoid stun, avoid shock, and it's kind of gross. So I had 4% attack speed on minions, and now I have 26% avoid stun and 37 shock, okay? Fizz damage and life, crazy. This one's avoid stun, avoid bleed. Avoid stun, bleed, life. Avoid stun, bleed, life. Okay, now let me show you. So I'm immune to stun, bleeding, freeze from the boot, and I also have some shock avoidance. I also realized you could do freeze immune through the flask, you could do bleed immune, poison immune, everything. Like, it's pretty crazy. It's actually kind of cool. So, yeah, switched my jewels out, and I didn't lose that much damage, but I gained... The stun immunity is really cool because I got to switch the Pantheon, and then obviously I could actually finish these and have like crit immunity through Solaris or chain immunity through the Lunaris, or even some extra you know, dot mitigation through the Aracali, and like the possibilities of now building around that too. And oh yeah, they added the enemies you've hit recently have less life regen on this too. Wow. And then I need Corrupted Blood immune. Then I wouldn't need the flask for Corrupted Blood or Bleed immune. That would be really cool. But I'm using abberath for the less ignite duration right now. For this, I'm going to use the Resonating Shrine Sextant and Blight Sextant. I also have Unid'd, but I'm not using right now. I picked Domination on the map device. But like, boom! You see that shit? And then here, boom! I exploded all of it except for the proc shield. Proc shield works against... I'm gonna give a small tip, Okay, Hall of Worship or Infernum. And this one also has a double negative. Infernum is the one with the flame skull. Don't want it. Second negative. Attack and cast speed on the monsters affects the skulls. It's the worst fucking mod in the entire thing. Okay, third. This is Hall of Worship. Let me show you. Like, besides anything else. Hall of Worship. Watch this. This is the end. I'm out. And I get loot. So that's what I recommend. Find the one with the just find the exit and skip the flame skull and figure out the names of the rooms, because it's the same every time. Alright, that's it for this episode of Build Updates. I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. If you've ever used a Stygian Vice, hit the like button. And if you guys hit the like button, you guys are new to the channel, and you made it to this part of the video, hit that subscribe button so you guys are notified for the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for all the support. Bye!